it's a great moment you went through the tunnel. It's fantastic.
Yeah, the training, that training time, that a lot of that training time. The highest delay we mentioned that in recent just like midweek game, but only played about 20 or so minutes. He was linked with a lot of clubs in the summer though, Saba. So he's been another big signing for them.
Oh, absolutely. He's a good player. He's done a great job when he was at Ajax then. Juventus probably not too sure, but still a good player. It's not easy when a club want to sign a top centre back, They all know it's going to cost a lot of money, but yeah, it was a piece of business.
And then, of course, the other player on City fans' lips is, of course, Leroy Sané. We saw yesterday in the open training how a warm reception he got and he gave all the players, all the staff. There's definitely still a connection there with him.
Yeah, most normally, and it should be as well. Obviously, he was a great servant for the club, and obviously he felt he was right to move back to his native country. So, in regards to what his affiliation with the club and the fans, it's always going to be special because he was there at a unique time.
Who are you enjoying watching?
I'm just watching Kevin De Bruyne with Brandon just passing the ball to each other. Look at that.
Brandon is living his best life, always. The rain is starting to come down a little bit heavier now. I'm glad I'm in a black top, but at least we'll be alright. In terms of the battles on the pitch tonight, who are you most looking forward to seeing going up against each other?
It's got to be the fullback areas for City because Schalke loves to get forward, but they've obviously got four of the best wingers in Europe. So in regards to battles, you probably say that. Obviously, Elite and Haaland, similar ages. Bayern, obviously Haaland playing in Germany. He's going to play for Dortmund. He's going to meet something playing to score against Bayern Munich as well.
And you mentioned the manager a little bit earlier, Zabir. Julian Nagelsmann, fairly young manager, and he has mentioned in the past about how he looks up to Pep, and he has spoken to Pep as well. How do you rate him as a coach and a manager?
He's a great coach. He's young. He's done great at Leipzig, working with young players. In the way they always play with that, high intensity all the time. He makes his teams very special. So he's trying to do the same now at Bayern. They won the league, of course. They went knockout in the Champions League. But yeah, he always been one of those managers that it was really good for me to look at, because always really excited to see his team playing football.
So it's not long now until kick-off in tonight's pre-season friendly versus Bayern Munich. The rain is starting to come down a little bit heavier, and as I'm sure you can all guess, none of us really brought rain jackets or anything. But we have found an umbrella. We should have known. We should have known. Typical City, eh? Typical City. We travel here and we bring the rain. 3,000 miles from home and it is raining. We'll be back in a minute.
It always makes me laugh how the rain always follows Natalie. Natalie, thank you, Jolene, and Pablo as well. We're in the studio here. Kickoff is fast approaching. I saw a man on the screen before I wanted to speak to you guys about Rodri and his development in this Pep Guardiola side. He's been incredible last year, especially. I feel like he leveled our system.
I think, to be honest, last season one of the best players, not just in City, but in the Premier League. Firstly, in his fact that he was available, the fact that he was like the centrepiece to how they were playing. For all the good attacking prowess that they show on that higher side, that has to come from somewhere. I think the back line and him in particular is allowing that level of security, but then having that quality of pass to just basically change the tempo of the game. I thought it was absolutely incredible. He hit Bernardo and a couple others. I thought they were literally incredible last season. So I think to see how important he's become, it's incredible because only 18 months ago, I think some people are thinking it has to be Fernandinho. I think in the Champions League final, obviously we didn't play with a holding midfielder, but the talk was it had to be Fernandinho, it had to be this. But now we're in a position whereby if you see Rodri's not playing, you're like, what are we doing? It has to be Rodri. I think that's credit to him because Fernandinho was a legend, but coming into last season, it made more sense to see Rodri, and that's an incredible thing to say in this moment.
Absolutely right. And I was one of those that was like, Fernandinho, he does this for me, he does that for me. And as games going on, and I'm sitting there thinking, Rodri hasn't passed the ball wrong. He puts out these fires, and he puts out fires in a different way, not by going and sort of winning balls, but it's like one way in possession, and you think we may have lost it. He's there turning out and going up the other side, and all of a sudden, but now got comfortable possession. He just puts himself in these positions, and you just think, he releases players that's under pressure and says, I'm here. And then we're going out the other side. His positioning, his game intelligence is absolutely brilliant. He's so vital to how we play, to